Welcome back. So, today's explainer is actually a pretty fascinating one. We're going to take a seemingly ordinary, everyday moment and, well, totally unpack it to see what's hidden inside. We're diving into a story called The Anatomy of the Glowing Lamp. It's literally just three people: a boy named Anand, his mama, and an electrician. On the surface, it's just a family unpacking boxes in a new place while an electrician installs some lighting. But as you'll see, the observations they make during this totally mundane task are absolutely incredible.
It really brings us to the central question of our explainer today. What can a broken lamp actually teach us about human nature? You see, Anand isn't just sitting around being bored. He's been playing the electrician's helper for over 2 hours now, handing out screws, passing up wires, handing over lampshades, and he's doing all of this while dodging a noisy drill that leaves holes literally everywhere it touches. But during those 2 hours of quiet observation, Anand actually develops a philosophical framework that might just completely shift how we look at ourselves and the people around us.
Which brings us to section 1, the same inside.
So, as he's handing up these different lampshades, Anand notices something super striking. On one side, you've got the external lampshades. They are all totally different. Different shapes, different colors, completely unique. But on the other side, you have the mounting plate. That's the piece holding every single one of those lamps to the wall. And every single plate is exactly the same. Anand connects this right back to what his biology teacher taught him about human beings. We look incredibly diverse on the outside, varying in shapes and colors, just like those lampshades. But beneath the surface, the skeletal structure, the blood, the brains, the organs, that universal mounting plate of human biology is identical for all of us. We're the same inside.
Moving right along to section 2, the unseen foundation.
Anand takes that biological metaphor one step further, pointing out something really sharp. He says, also, the plate that is doing the most crucial work is not visible. I mean, it's such a brilliant observation, right? The lampshades get all the credit. They're the beautiful, colorful things we actually look at when we walk into a room. But the mounting plate, the very thing holding that beauty to the wall, doing the heavy lifting, the absolute most crucial work, it's entirely hidden from view. Once the dutiful structure is in place, the foundation just disappears.
Which takes us to section 3, the invisible ecosystem. Now, Mama has been listening to Anand's theory, and while she totally praises it as a great way to understand complex thoughts, she actually completely disagrees with his conclusion about the plate being the only crucial unseen thing. She presents a massive paradigm shift here, telling him, I did not buy the lamp looking at the plate. It is the entire ecosystem that is at work to make the room look beautiful. Mama argues that focusing solely on the unseen plate is just way too narrow. The plate isn't the only vital piece of the puzzle. She expands the scope from the physical hardware of the lamp to this massive interconnected web of human contribution. She's pointing out that there is an entire invisible ecosystem at work around us, literally all the time. Let's actually map out exactly what Mama means here. For that single, simple lamp to glow in their room, an immense system had to function perfectly. Step 1, the infrastructure designers had to plan the grid. Step 2, the coal miners had to extract the fuel and the power producers had to generate the electricity. Step 3, the transmission folks had to ensure that power traveled safely across vast distances. And finally, step 4, it actually arrives at the home's electric circuit where the electrician physically wires the lamp. Mama's point is that everyone in this massive chain has their specific work to do. Distant, unseen groups of people must perform their jobs to perfection, and ultimately, when all of that comes together, only then does the lamp glow. Now, Anand playfully, but really affectionately, pushes back against his mother's grand ecosystem theory. He turns the metaphor right back onto her. He asks, aren't you like the plate? You hold everyone together. Without you, none of us would ever get our work done. He recognizes that, yeah, sure, the whole ecosystem matters, but Mama provides that quiet, foundational support for their own family. She's the one holding everyone together, organizing the unpacking, putting things in place. He totally acknowledges that without her unseen, constant support, none of them would be able to function or even get their own work done. She is their mounting plate. And right at the peak of this deep philosophical back and forth between mother and son, boom, we get an abrupt halt. The real world interrupts. The electrician, who has been working away this whole time, turns around and announces, Madam, this lamp cannot be fixed. The plate is broken. I will get a new one on Monday. It's a stark, honestly kind of hilarious disruption. But more importantly, it immediately proves Anand's original point. That grand ecosystem of coal miners and infrastructure designers doesn't matter one bit right now because the foundational plate is broken. No plate, no lamp on the wall. Simple as that.
And this brings us to section 4, the uniqueness of thought.
After that unexpected intervention from the electrician, Mama graciously admits that Anand is right. Right now, in this exact moment, the plate actually is the most important thing. But she adds one final, deeply profound twist to Anand's original biology metaphor. She tells him, I agree that we are all the same inside and different outside, but our thoughts are very different. Yes, our skeletal structures, our blood, our brains, they are the identical mounting plates of humanity. But Mama points out the ultimate variable, consciousness. The biological hardware is exactly the same, sure, but the software? Our thoughts? They are uniquely our own. And that is what truly differentiates us.
When Anand asks his mother what she means by this, she simply tells him, I think that is the next thing you need to discover. And I think that's exactly what we all need to discover. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought to ponder today. What are the unseen plates holding your world together right now? Who are the people doing the invisible, crucial work in your ecosystem? And since we all share the exact same biological foundation, how are your unique thoughts shaping that world? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll see you next time.